Hello. I just got some new pants. They're in my bag, my tank bag, and I don't have any affiliation with this company at all. They don't give me discounts or anything like that. But I've purchased some these are Kevlar pants, Kevlar riding pants. I've purchased I guess this is my third pair from them, and they're just like a wonderful company to work with. The purchasing experience has been very satisfying, and I'm totally happy with the product as well. But the first thing about the buying experience is that the shipping that this company does. I don't know how they ship their stuff, but yesterday I go to work and I find in my email, your pants have shipped. Today the pants arrive at my, I just I send them to the office because it's easier to pick up. Today the secretary walks them into me. Like, I don't know how this happened. This company is located in England. I don't know how the hell they get pants to me in like a day and a half or whatever that is, but they manage it somehow. I don't know. I guess it's not them. It's FedEx that's working this miracle of shipping. And so I asked them, hey, are you guys going to be doing this in the future? Because I don't think they have any tan pants. And they said, well, actually, we were thinking of doing a jean in this, and we have some material already, and we could make an H2 model, which is another one of their models in this, in this fabric, if you're interested. And they offered to send me a swatch of the fabric, and which I said, sure, why not? So they sent me a swatch of the fabric. Of course, it arrives 2 days later, right? And it looks fine, so I say go ahead, and they they say, oh, it'll take it'll take a little extra time to do this because they're gonna have to make it from scratch just for me, kind of thing, right? So I don't know what it took them, like 4 days to make it or something, and then the day and a half to switch or to ship it, right? Like, it's just remarkable the speed at which the product gets to me. Normally when the other two when I ordered, they were also literally just arrived like 2 days later, which I find astounding because I've ordered stuff from Revzilla. I've ordered stuff from Canada's Motorcycle, which is I guess they're in Montreal, or I think they're in Montreal, or anyway, they're back east. But it takes literally, if their stuff is in stock, it literally takes 2 weeks to come from Canada's Motorcycle. This is like the same freaking country, right? So you'd think that something from England would take a little longer, not like a day and a half to 2 days. It's just, I don't know, it's remarkable. Also, the prices are pretty good. The total cost. Sorry, this is my one enjoyment of the day. The total cost of these jeans to my door, after shipping and everything, is $153 and some cents Canadian. But anyway, I will show you the jeans in depth when I get home, because also the product is in my estimation pretty good comparatively. Never really know if they're going. Well, welcome back to Vancouver Studios. I'm just going to unbox this pair of pants here, as it were. So here they are. They're basically a pair of pants. Nothing terribly unusual about these things. One thing I want to show you guys is the Kevlar on these things. Like nice metal YKK zipper. I don't know if you can. I don't know if this really comes out, but this is like it's like a woven. Like it's incredibly thick. Like I've seen a lot of Kevlar pants that have kind of this. It looks like a light cotton material inside that, slightly yellowish, and that's supposed to be the Kevlar. This thing looks like what you would find in a bulletproof vest. It's like a woven fabric that's it's freaking thick. I don't know how else to describe it. And it's also a very large amount of coverage. As you can see, the Kevlar goes all the way down here to below the knee in the front and in the back. I've seen a lot of Kevlar jeans where there's no Kevlar in the front of them. Like this is all bare. Like so, if you happen to go face forward, you're gonna rub your balls off on the concrete or something. So I don't know what the hell that's all about. But in any event, this thing is totally, you're up to your, what is that, your mid thigh. You're totally encased in Kevlar, and then down the front, you're covered down below the knee. This stuff is just some Velcro that works for the knee pads. Another piece of that Velcro at the top here, which you can use for hip protectors, which I also have. But I don't really wear them because the hip protectors are a lot more noticeable. A couple other things I wanted to say. One was the whole reason I ended up buying these things to begin with was because I was looking at Draco jeans, which I thought seemed like a good pair of jeans, but they, as far as I could tell, they only came in a 34 inseam, and I like a 36. I have longer legs, so I pretty much need a 36 for that to work. So, and I couldn't really. A lot of jeans either didn't say or they were 34, and the hoods came in. You can choose whatever size you want, basically. Another thing about sizing. In Europe, the inch sizing is kind of accurate. In North America, the sizing is actually smaller than it actually is. So you should take a measuring tape and measure the circumference of like a pair of jeans that you own that fit you properly, and whatever that comes out to, that's the size you want to order. You don't want to order the same size as you would order in the States, because I take a 36 in the States, but I take a 38 hood jean because the actual distance around the waist of my jeans is actually 38. I'm not sure why the sizing is like that in North America, but I guess we can all figure that out. Also, I wanted to mention they're pretty cool as well. I wear them in the summer without any real issues, and in the winter I've just been putting a pair of wet gear over top of them, and I ride them to work. I wear these things to work every day, and I wear them at work because I have kind of a casual work environment. These are the knee pads, which are just standard Knox knee pads, and they've put Velcro, sticky Velcro inside, and you just stick them in here onto those Velcro swatches, and you kind of want them to be a little bit on the outside of the knee, a little bit on the outside, and so I just kind of line them up, and I kind of know where they go for me. After you've put them in a few times, you'll kind of figure it out. So I want them just about there. And that's it. They really don't show very much when you're wearing the pants. Those are the hip ones, which I can show you, but how they work out. But They are, I find those a little, they make your hips look kind of enormous, so I don't generally wear those ones. But, you know, I don't know, maybe if you're have a higher speed commute or something, or you want to, or whatever, I don't know, then they're certainly available. They're not too bad. I can show you what they look like, I guess. So for these ones, I think they go, it's always, this is to cover, I think, the front of your hip bone. So this would be the right one here, I think. Should go like that. And so you just plop these babies in, and you go up the side, and you'll feel some Velcro up here somewhere behind the pocket. You just kind of like line the Velcro up and stick them in like that. So you can't really tell when they're off that they're there, but once you put them on, you'll see kind of this thing sticking out from your hip bone, because your hip bone is kind of defines the extent of your you know, your hips, right? There's really not much external to that. So when you put this on top, you're gaining another, I don't know, what's the thickness of these things? That's like a good ½ an inch of thickness, right? So it kind of does pop out a bit, but so the knee pads I would totally recommend, because they're recommend getting, but the hip ones, I'm not sure I would order them again. Maybe I would, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. But the knee pads for sure. I don't know if this will pick up very well, but this is them on. Voila. Yeah, so you can see the knee pads are almost unnoticeable, really. They look just like a normal pair of pants, really. And they kind of feel like a normal pair of pants, too. Hood motorcycle clothing, made in England. Very, I have nothing but good things to say about dealing with the company in general. And I really like their products. And I have no relationship with this company other than as a consumer of their products. Like I don't have any, not take any kickbacks or anything like that. This is, I'm just doing it because I like the products.